worried to death.
Hi, Mom.
You've been out all night, darling. Where have you been? There's some left, and it's still warm. Enjoy. I'll be right back, Cagney.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. It takes a lot of work, but what's great for your body can be terrible for your hair. That's why I use Pantene. Pantene's got this provitamin B5 complex that gets inside your hair and makes it strong and healthy. So despite all this, my hair stays full and shining. It's not hard to keep your hair beautiful when you've got Pantene. I wish the rest of it was that easy.
Pantene, serious care for beautiful hair.
I had procrastinated for an awfully long time about doing something about my teeth. I had a lot of buildup of tartar, which made cleaning them very difficult. The dentist recommended Crest Tartar Control toothpaste, and I've been using it ever since. I've been very satisfied myself with the results, and so has my dentist. I don't have the problem with tartar that I did before. And the solution seems to be Crest Tartar Control toothpaste.
You'll get it. Do it one more time.
I got it! Fever! We got it too! Fever!
Fever?
We got the fever for the flavor of a Pringle. Fever! It's that deep-fried taste. Fever! It's that crispy crunch. Fever!
Wow, now I've got it.
Fever! We got the fever for the flavor of a Pringle.
Fever!
Well, we certainly thank you for calling, Mrs. Wolfe. We appreciate it.
Please, call me Gail. The police told me that since you found the baby Alon, you've been very interested in the case, so I thought you might want to know what Child Welfare plans to do with Alon.
Yes, we do. Where does she go from here?
Well, have a seat.
Thanks.
Thank you. She'll be here under observation for a 48-hour period. After that, I'll be responsible for transferring her to our placement center where we'll try to locate a foster home.
But you're also going to try and look for the natural mother, right?
Oh, absolutely. Under the law, we're required to conduct a 6-month search.
Is that usually successful?
Well, now that depends on what circumstances require the mother to give up the child in the first place. In many of these cases, the mothers are very young and unable to give proper care, so she never comes forward.
What happens then? Does the baby stay in a foster home?
Or put up for adoption. But that's way down the line.
Oh, that poor darling Alon. Have you seen her?
First thing this morning.
Is she beautiful?
Yes, she is indeed. And so far, she seems to be in very good health.
Yeah, that's what we thought when we found her. And she was warmly dressed, and she seems to have been fed on a regular basis.
There was also a note in the box with the name of the formula on it.
Was there anything else written down? Something that might give us a clue to who left her?
The only other thing was a little gold locket she was wearing with her name engraved on it. I'm sorry, I left it at home. I took it off because I was afraid she'd hurt herself.
Oh, you did the right thing. Don't worry about it.
You know, we both thought it was significant that the child had been given a name. That with the fact that it was so well cared for. Do you think it's a sign that the mother may eventually try to reclaim the child?
I hope so.
I keep thinking of how desperate that poor mother must have been. I mean, to give up a beautiful little girl like that. We have a newborn ourselves. That's why this has added meaning for us.
Yes, I remember reading about your baby in the newspapers. And I'd be willing to bet that Alon's mother read those same articles. She didn't pick you at random.
No, I suppose not.
No, well, it's fortunate for her baby that she did. You've been very responsible in caring about this.
Well, you know, we'd like to do more if there was any way we could help to find the mother.
Well, no, our bureau will handle all that. I'll contact the media and we'll take it from there. Okay, I have to get back to my office right now. Yeah, but I want to thank you very much for all you've done. And if you want to stay in touch, why don't you call me at this number?
Okay, good. I will call. I want to check to see what's happening.
Okay, call me anytime.
Thank you, Gail.
You're welcome. Bye.
She seems very nice.
Yeah, but it's not like she's the baby's mother. I mean, she can only do so much, Rusty. She's part of a big institution.
Well, they're going to find a foster home for her, and I'm sure it's going to be a good one.
I hope so.
How long have you been here?
About 30 seconds. Why?
I hate it when you get to the office before I do.
Is there some sort of contest for brownie points going on that I don't know about?
No, I just like to get here early and spend those first few moments reflecting and organizing my day before you come in and start banging things around.
I do not bang things around. And when it comes to being quiet, I'll put my typewriter up against yours any day. Why don't you break down and buy a machine that was crafted in this century, McCleary?
You're in rare form this morning, aren't you?
Thank you.
You must have got a decent night's sleep.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did.
Well, it looks it.
Is that a compliment?
No, I think so.
Well, good heavens, Mr. McCleary, don't shock me so early in the morning. I don't think I can take it.
Well, I'm not finished yet. How'd you like to go out to dinner?
Dinner?
Yeah, dinner. That's a meal that comes right after lunch in the vicinity of the evening.
You're asking me to have dinner with you? When?
Tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't.
Well, you don't already have a date, do you?
Mr. McCleary, my social life is none of your business.
Well, trust me, I can take the rejection as long as you're not going out with you-know-who.
Who?
A guy that thought it was cute not to tell you who he was for 2 months.
Why?
Because I've got them on another story.
Oh, no, wait a minute. The $3 million under the rose story is dried up. We've exhausted the subject matter.
Lloyd, I've got them on this transit scam. Don't you read the paper anymore?
Yes, I read the paper. I also write the checks, including yours. So if I say put Sonny and Hogan on the Centel baby story, that's where they're going to be put. Understood?
What about Elmo? He's a good reporter, Lloyd. He's good.
Centels don't like Elmo. Besides, Hogan and Sonny are better. Now, that's the end of this. They're on this story. That's it.
What do you think of this?
I think this is good. If we keep following this line,
You?
we'll get somewhere.
Good morning, Cleary, Sonny.
Good morning.
Morning. What can we do for you?
You could start finding out about that baby that the Centels found.
What baby?
I don't think they've heard yet. It seems as though someone left a little present on Travis Centel's doorstep.
A baby? You're kidding.
What do they do with it?
No, it's at the hospital now under observation. I understand that the Centels are spending a great deal of time down there. I want you to go down and talk to them.
Lord, do you think you could possibly leave me out of this? Liza and Travis are good friends of mine, and I really
It is
don't want to...
precisely because you are their good friend that I want you there. I want this handled in a very sensitive manner. It's got all the earmarks of a low-key human interest piece.
You know, you always say that. And then when the sensitive issue no longer sells newspapers, we'll probably get banner headlines suggesting that the Centels are involved with some kind of a kidnapping plot.
Oh, I want a nice, quiet piece. No sensationalism.
Mac, is he serious?
He's serious.
Zestfully clean. Zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Do I look clean to you? Surprise. I'm not fully clean unless I'm zestfully clean. Soap leaves a sticky film on you that won't rinse away, but Zest rinses you fully clean.
Zestfully, zestfully, zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
It's cool. It's neat. A sparkling treat. You've never seen anything like this. Hey, we sparkle. We're new sparkle cracks for kids. We taste cool and we sparkle if you show you the way. Give us a try, and we'll sparkle up your day. Now you love to brush your teeth before you go to school. Sparkle, sparkle teeth, make bright and cool. But sparkle, a real cool taste. Sparkle, 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 teeth, sparkle so much. It'll make you rock the brush.
If you've suffered an injury such as on the job, auto accident, or any other type of injury, you may have legal questions you need to ask. The law office of Swift, Bell, Ward, and Dorman can answer these important legal questions concerning your rights to an injury claim. There will be no charge for your initial consultation, and if we do not win or settle your claim, you will pay no attorney's fee. Personal injury is a very serious matter that cannot be taken lightly.
Swift, Bell, Ward, and Dorman are the attorneys to represent you. Call 335-2246.
Thanks to the Texas College of Osteopathic Medicine, the students at the Fort Worth School District's High School for Medical Professions at Northside can see what the medical profession is like firsthand. Juniors and seniors work side by side with medical staff for 2 hours a day, rotating in several clinics and labs. TCOM volunteers also work with the health fair, speak to classes on campus, and more. Thanks, TCOM, for good health and for supporting this community through the Fort Worth School District's Adopt a School program.
I didn't go anywhere. I just drove around.
You drove around all night in this ice, honey. You could have been killed.
I didn't drive all the time. I mean, I stopped the car once in a while. I parked by the lake for a few hours.
A young girl all alone in the middle of the night by that lake. Honey, you're taking an awful lot of chances.
Being molested or dying in a car, which one am I being bawled out for?
Oh, honey. I am sorry. I know it sounds like I'm scolding you. I'm not. I was just terribly worried.
I'm sorry. I had a lot on my mind.
When you didn't come home by 1, I started calling everybody I knew. When I got down to Martin, he said you'd been to the club. I should have thought that was the last place in the world you would want to go.
Oh, why? Because Warren's there? You really do hate him.
Have I ever had more reason? Oh, honey, I don't want to talk about Warren now. You look exhausted. Come on upstairs and get to bed. You want something to eat?
I don't want to sleep. It's not going to make everything go away.
Darling, you can't solve anything if you can't think clearly. You can't think clearly unless you rest.
Oh, well, I can't rest. Not until I get some things cleared up.
What?
I have to know if what I did was for a reason. I thought it was because Warren deserved it, but if he didn't deserve it...
Of course he deserved it. Are you crazy?
Well, he says differently.
Then you did see him. Oh, honey, you saw him at the club. I can't believe it.
I saw him, but I saw him here.
Here?
Yesterday.
If he ever comes here again, I want you to call the police.
I let him in.
You what?
I wanted to see him. Even after everything, I still wanted to see him.
If he even touched you,
He
I will
didn't
kill him.
touch me. He talked. He said some things I didn't like.
Like
but
what?
They cleared things up.
Like what?
He said that he was set up. And that you did it.
Hi. Where did you go?
Exploring. I wanted to get some idea of the lay of the land. Did you get my note?
Yes.
I'm sorry there wasn't more hot chocolate left.
What was left was wonderful, thanks. Did you find out what's wrong with the truck?
I've got some good news and some bad news.
Well, let's get the bad over with.
Whatever the problem is with the truck, I can't find it. I also looked for a phone and can't find that either.
Oh, no.
You don't want to hear the good news?
You're telling me I'm totally stranded. What could be good?
You may be stranded, but at least you're not paralyzed. You don't have to be cooped up in the seat of the truck.
What do you mean?
I found a cabin. It's abandoned, but I think we can get in. It's all boarded up, but it should be a shelter. Now, we'll at least be comfortable until somebody comes to find us.
Who knows how long that will take? We can't stay in some abandoned cabin. We've got to go for help.
There's too much snow for that, Susie. We'd only get about half a mile on foot. Now, I'll hang a flag out here on Clio, and when they get around to plowing the roads, somebody will see it. We can leave a note on the dashboard and tell them where we are.
Oh, I can't believe it. I have never been to get to Chicago, much less Santo Domingo.
Oh. You'll get to Santo Domingo, all right, just not as soon as you thought. What's all this rush to get to Santo Domingo anyway?
Look, I don't want to be married to my husband one more minute than I have to.
Well, they work pretty fast there, don't they?
That's the whole point.
Well, look at it this way. When you're going as fast as that, what's 2 or 1 or 2 days gonna be? I mean, you'll probably still be free and clear by the end of the week.
Right, I guess you're right. I mean, I waited this long. I can surely wait till tomorrow or the next day.
So let's get started. Get into the cabin. I've got some survival gear here just in case.
Well, that'll come in handy.
Yeah, after I did a little run out west, I did some backpacking, and I should have some extra provisions. Some freeze-dried stuff. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, you don't have any batteries for that dead flashlight.
No, but I do have candles and matches, first aid kit, and a frying pan. We're doing pretty good.
I've got the sleeping bag. We're going to need this.
And blankets. Tea bags. First thing we do is build a fire, melt some snow, and make us a nice hot cup of tea.
I can go for that.
So let's get cracking.
The most talked about film of 1987 is coming on video cassette. He couldn't resist.
Are you? It's great.
But something this tempting has its price. Fatal Attraction from Paramount. Reserve your copy today.
Mom's gonna shine a full bright. Guess I'll watch the soaps while it dries.
Surprise, baby. Fast Dry Bright is dry before you know it.
So shiny and already dry. Wish I was.
Turn on a bright shine with Fast Dry Bright.
Travel back to the foggy streets of Victorian London, to the sinister world of Sherlock Holmes, in the Sherlock Holmes movie library. Get Sherlock Holmes and the Secret Weapon, Terror by Night, and Dress to Kill. Handsome lid box, just $49.95. How do you order?
Elemental, my dear Watson. Call 1-800-835-7000 or send check or money order for just $49.95 plus $4.95 postage and handling to Sherlock Holmes Video, Box 4200, Omaha, Nebraska 68104.
A reminder from the USA Sci-Fi movie. The next time you invite your aunt over for dinner, make sure she doesn't bring her friends. Cry Uncle with Phase 4. Tomorrow on USA.
Morning paper, sir. My name is Jimmy. Hi, I'm Robert Klein. I'm on next show, Gilbert Gottfried, Paul Sorvino, and my partner, Larry Gatlin. Why am I talking like this? It's catchy.
Sunday on USA.
Is this your idea?
I wanted to keep you on the transit story, but Mr. Kendall informed me that he owns the place.
I thought that Sonny and I were supposed to do the investigative stuff.
Just because it isn't on the front page doesn't mean you're not going to have to do some digging.
You know what Hogan means. Page 1 is what you're paying us for. This is hardly our usual.
You have a lot of questions this morning, don't you? Well, I suggest you start asking them at the Henderson Hospital. I want that piece in the afternoon edition.
Mac, what's going on? Why does he want us on this?
Sonny, he owns this paper. He can assign whomever he wants to whatever he wants. Now, if you're going to make that afternoon edition, you two better get a move on.
Yes, ma'am.
Not page 1 material. Do you believe this? Do you really think that this is not going to end up as some kind of an expose?
Oh, who knows? Maybe Lloyd's finally had enough of victimizing the Centel family.
Or else he's trying to soft soap Travis for some reason.
Well, whatever the reason is, Mac's right about the deadline. We better get out of here.
You know what this means?
What?
This means that I'm going to have to shelve my article on secret admirers, unless, of course, you will grant me an interview on the way to the hospital.
Sure, McCleary.
No, I'm serious. You can finally tell me what it's like to be going out with the guy that has loved you from afar.
You just don't know when to stop, do you?
Come on, admit it. He's the one, isn't he?
I've already told you I am not discussing my social life with you.
Well, I hope that you're not in a state of breathless anticipation, because it may never come to pass.
What are you talking about?
Well, we have a long day ahead of us, Sunshine. May have to cancel.
If you really did that, I don't know if I could forgive you. I don't know if I could forgive myself.
Oh, honey, look what's happened to you. Look what that man has done to you.
No, I did it. I did it. And I never would have. I wouldn't have hurt Sissy, 'cause I was furious.
Honey,
I didn't care who got hurt.
I know.
But what if he wasn't even guilty? I mean, what if he was set up? Then that makes me some kind of a monster.
The only monster around here is Warren Carter, and you know it. Honey, look what he's done to you. He's hurt you over and over and over again. No matter what happened, it finally made you stand up and fight back. It was long overdue.
You don't understand.
I don't even care what he accused me of.
Honey, I love you. You've got to believe that. I would never do anything that was against your better interest.
Stop it! Stop it! Will you stop telling me what you think is best for me? You're not me. You don't know what I want.
But, honey, I was...
No, you see everything through your eyes, and you simplify it. It's not fair.
I was trying to help you.
The only one that can help me now is me. I know how I feel.
Wendy, where are you going?
Oh, away from you, away from this house. I need time to think.
Wendy! Honey, you're exhausted.
Don't try to stop me. This is something I should have done a long time ago.
Wendy! Oh. Hello? Is Brian Emerson, Detective Emerson there, please? And you brought her here about what time? Oh, 6:30?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, what was it like when you had a chance to sit down and think about it?
That's hard to describe.
Take your time, Travis.
No, it doesn't matter how much time I take. No matter what I say, Lloyd Kendall's going to twist the whole thing around. Liza and I probably said more than we should have already.
Lloyd Kendall's not writing the story. We are.
Oh, come on, Sonny. Kendall's used his editorial powers before. The man lives by headlines, not by facts.
Travis, look, I understand why you're leery about this, but I think there's something you should know. Lloyd gave us very firm instructions to play the story down.
What?
That's right. No sensationalism. Just a nice, quiet piece. Those were his exact words.
Why?
We have asked ourselves the same question.
Well, there must be some ulterior motive.
Look, let's not get into all that right now. The important thing is that people hear about Elan and we find the mother.
Yeah. How long have you two been here, anyway?
You know, we met the social worker around 9 o'clock this morning. We've been here ever since. I guess we ought to go home if there's nothing else for us to do here.
I do want to come back later.
Sure.
Thanks for answering all of our questions.
Well, just get that story out as soon as possible.
We will. Don't worry. We will. Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
You know, they're absolutely right. The thing for us to do is to appeal to the baby's mother as soon as we can.
And for once, I'm not complaining about a deadline.
Shall we get going?
You know, whoever the mother is, she must have been in pretty bad shape to give up something like that.
I can't believe it. In just 1 week, I lost enough weight to actually see the difference.
Slim Fast is making a pledge. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight.
I used Slim Fast for breakfast and lunch. It was delicious. And in just 1 week, I lost weight.
The Slim Fast plan can live up to its pledge because each shake is a nutritious, low-calorie meal.
My husband didn't think I could lose the weight.
Boy, was I wrong.
The Slim Fast pledge. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight. Also try delicious Slim Fast nutrition bars.
A sassy dress, go for it. Go, berries you dare with Bikini Bear. Get smooth skin to show for it.
For underarms and legs, our improved Bikini Bear Lotion Depilatory with a pleasant scent in use. And our unique applicator remover, which provides a mild friction for quicker, more thorough hair removal. And say goodbye to razor stubble with Bikini Bear French Foam.
Bikini Bear, go for it. Get smooth skin to show for it. Bikini Bear.
She was hysterical. I don't know what she's going to do.
All right, how long ago did she leave?
20 or 30 minutes ago. You've got to find her, honey. I don't know what she's going to do.
She'll be back. She's just upset. A lot's happened to her.
Maybe it shouldn't have.
What do you mean?
She accused me of doing something that made her feel like a monster. Oh, she would never have had Susie come into that hotel room if she hadn't thought that Warren was cheating on her with Mandy.
She knows you set Warren up with Mandy?
Well, I didn't admit it. But Warren told her, and I think she's ready to believe him. Oh, maybe she's right. Maybe I should never have gotten involved.
Ma, the end result was important. You showed her Warren for what he really is.
Maybe I should have let her find out for herself.
Now, that wasn't going to happen, and you know it. She doesn't have a mind of her own when she's around that guy.
But I'm the one who made it possible for her to overreact. I mean, it would have been one thing if she'd just broken it off with Warren. But to create that sordid scene and have Susie walk in on it, she feels terribly guilty.
I think you're the one who feels guilty.
Of course I feel guilty. But I thought I was helping. And look what a mess I've made of it. Brian, please find her. Please find her and bring her home.
I'm not sure whether I should leave you alone.
I'll be all right. Just find Wendy. I think she's going to do something terrible.
Well, here it is. Our home away from home.
Oh, all I care about is the fireplace.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Well, looky here. Somebody must have known we had our hearts set on a cup of tea. I saw some dead branches on our way. I'll go back and get them.
Oh, maybe I'll clean up. Maybe I won't. Oh, Cagney, this place is hopeless.
Everything looks bleak on an empty stomach. First, we get our wood. Then we build our fire. Then we get our hot tea. Then we decide what's hopeless.
Okay.
I shall return.
And Mom loves you. Don't you think she wants you home right now so she can take care of you? Because she loves you, Wendy.